Hello everyone, a very warm good morning and welcome to today's class. Let's start our class with a thought. Thought for the day. Your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. Let me repeat the thought. Your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. This means a negative attitude limits one's performance and inhibits learning. So, you should develop a positive attitude. Today, we are going to learn how to write or how to attempt an analytical paragraph. As all of you know, this year the CBSE has redesigned the question paper pattern. For English language and literature, the question paper has two parts. Part A, objective type questions for 40 marks, and part B, subjective questions for 40 marks. In subjective questions, there are two kinds of questions. 30 marks questions are from textbooks, First Flight and Footprints Without Feet, and 10 marks questions for writing. In writing section, there are two kinds of questions. One question is for writing a formal letter and the other question is for writing an analytical paragraph. So, in this class we will learn how to write or how to attempt an analytical paragraph. First of all, let us see what is an analytical paragraph. It is a form of descriptive writing which is written on the basis of a given chart, graph, line graph, table, etc. What do we have to do? Here we have to interpret charts, graphs, tables, etc. This form of writing is used to interpret figures, charts, graphs, etc. A graph, as you know, a graph or chart is a visual stimulus to depict data. For example, if you study this pie chart alone, you will get some data, right? So, a graph or a chart is a visual stimulus to depict data. And for interpreting data, what do we have to do? We need to compare and analyze the data given in the form of chart, graph, tables, etc. Now let us see how to write an analytical paragraph or what are the different steps involved in writing an analytical paragraph. So when you get such a question, the first thing you have to do is to read the question carefully and also study the data given in the chart or graph, whatever it is. So read the question and understand what it states, what you can gather from the question and the adjoining chart. So read the question very carefully and also study the chart or graph, whatever is given, very carefully in order to gather as much as information possible from the question and also from the chart. Then next, go through the data and try to interpret and analyze it. Second step is you should study the chart or graph, whatever is given, and try to comprehend it properly. Analyze the data given in the chart or figure. Next, you check for any comparisons and similarities and draw out comparisons and similarities from the data given in the chart. We need to analyze and compare the given facts. Analyze and compare the given facts and draw conclusions. So, on the basis of your understanding, write the data in 100 to 120 words maximum. And the sequence will be in first paragraph. So, it is better you divide the descriptive paragraph into three paragraphs will be better. So, in first paragraph, you will mention what the data or what the chart is about, what the graph is about. And in second paragraph, you will write your interpretation of the data given in the chart. And in final paragraph, you will write a conclusion in brief. You will draw a conclusion and you will write it. Okay. So let us see how to write. What the data is given. What is given. What is the data given about. Then in which form, that also you will have to mention. This pie chart illustrates, or this bar graph illustrates, this line graph illustrates, this table shows us the population of people in different cities. Whatever, based on the question you will write. Okay, or you can say this is a pie chart, it tells us. Then comprehend and write the information. In the second paragraph you will write the information given in the data. Okay, whatever visual input is given you comprehend and write, and in the final paragraph draw conclusion and write. So now you have a sample question. The pie chart below illustrates how internet users aged 16 plus prefer to access the internet at home and at other places. Summarize the information in the pie chart by selecting and reporting the main features in 100 to 120 words. And a pie chart is given, and the pie chart tells us that from the question we understand that a survey was conducted among people aged 16 and above. So this pie chart illustrates how internet users aged. So what kind of people the survey was conducted among? What kind of people? Internet users over 16 years of age, and what device they like to use for internet access. The question in the survey was what kind of device they used to use for internet access. So from the data we can see that mainly they pointed out 4 devices. Some users pointed out prefer smartphones, some users like laptop, some users use tablet, and some other people use desktop. We also, if you study the data pie chart very carefully, you will understand that from among the people who participated in the survey, from among the participants, 33% of the participants preferred smartphone, and 30% of the participants preferred laptop, and the third place goes to tablet, that is 19% of the participants preferred tablets, and 14% people preferred desktop, and 4% they preferred other devices. So this is how we know the data, what is in the data. That is their preferred device for internet access. Okay, the survey was conducted about which device they prefer for internet access, for accessing internet. Now let us see how to write the paragraph. This pie chart. So what is given is a pie chart. There is no doubt. In the middle you can see pie chart. It is in the form of a pie, so it is called pie chart. This pie chart shows the result of a survey, and the information is given in percentage in which people aged 16 and over were asked about their preferred devices for accessing the internet. If you find this sentence is little lengthy, a bit lengthy, you can also make this sentence into two. This is a pie chart. It shows the result of a survey. This survey gives us information about the use of about the preferred device for internet access for people aged 16 and over. Okay, you can write in 3 sentences also possible, no problem, it is up to you. Then participants mainly mentioned 4 devices: smartphones, laptop, tablets and desktop. First paragraph is over, main idea we have stated. Now in the second paragraph we will write what we have understood from the pie chart that we are writing here. From this pie chart it is clear that the majority of participants prefer to use smartphones and laptops. That is 33% of the participants prefer to use smartphones, and 30% of the participants prefer to go online with a laptop. Then a desktop computer accounts for 14% of users. Desktop computer accounts for 14% of users preferred devices. Then only minority of population prefer to account 4% devices other than these main 4. Main 4 devices, that is laptop, smartphone, tablet and desktop. Other 4% they prefer other devices. So we also see that the number of people using tablets is more than the number of people using desktop computers. So you are comparing and writing. Next comes the concluding paragraph. In conclusion, we can say that people are more tended to use portable devices like smartphones, laptop and tablets. Okay, we have completed the paragraph. Now let us see what are the steps or what are the things you should take care of while writing an analytical paragraph. First paragraph, you will start by writing what the data tells you. What does the given data tell you? Second, then you should write, describe the interpretation. You will interpret the data and you will write. And finally, you will make a conclusion, draw a conclusion, write a conclusion in brief. And you have a question for homework. Homework means now in this period itself, you should sit and write and send back in the group. So following pie charts, there are 2 pie charts. The following pie charts show the comparison of different kinds of energy production in France in 2 different years. There are 2 pie charts. It shows different kinds of energy production. So you will study the pie charts carefully and write an analytical paragraph in 100 to 120 words. That is the question. So all of you open your notebook, read the question, study the pie charts carefully and write an analytical paragraph and send in the group immediately. Thank you.